For those of you thinking about quitting trading, this video is for you. We all were attracted to trading because it's easy money. We can see it. We can see the opportunities. You don't have to have a job to be able to make money. You can be anywhere in the world. You can click a button and make more money in 10 seconds than you would have for 8 hours at your job. We all see the opportunities in trading. That's the dream. But the reality that comes out for so many of us is that it's a nightmare. All it's done is take all of our money. We just have so many losses. We feel like a failure. We feel like an idiot. We feel like everyone around us was proven right. They're just like, you're just going to lose everything. We feel dumb for even trying to dream big and make this a reality. At the exact same time, we see others out there that are doing it successfully. At least that was my experience. I saw lots of people out there making money in trading, but whenever I tried to do it, when I was first starting out, I just lost everything. I quit my job. I went to go trade full time. I had the dream of having trading give me a life greater than I could ever imagine and have the freedom that I wanted to do what I wanted to do and no longer worry about money. And it ended up making me broke. I ended up losing everything. It was an absolute disaster. I went from financially okay to more than broke, about to declare bankruptcy, and really, really struggling, questioning everything, questioning God, questioning my identity, how smart I was, everything. This was the first real big L I have ever taken in my life, was when I first started to trade full time. It became a nightmare. I remember laying in my bed, not able to sleep, tears in my eyes, just feeling like God let me down, feeling like I let my family down, feeling like this was not the way it was supposed to go. I was supposed to be rich. I was supposed to have everything work. And it was the exact opposite. I was faced with quit and deny God, doubt him, be mad at him, or stand up and trust that there really is a purpose for why I'm going through what I'm going through. I am so grateful that I chose to stand up and keep going and trust, because my friends, it sounds so simple now, but this was years of no end in sight. It was the same things. It was me getting ahead and then me losing it all. Me getting ahead and me losing. It was not easy, but this one thing right here did start to change everything for me. So if you're in this journey right now of frustration and worry and doubt if you'll ever get, this is what separated me finally from all of my failures and started having success. I finally stopped trying to make back my money and I started actually learning. I realized that all of these mistakes I was making, it's not a reflection on me and on my identity. It's an opportunity to learn. It's the markets holding out a silver platter and saying, Tony, this one thing right here is what you need to learn to start seeing success. I would always take it as, why am I so dumb? Why can't I get this? Why isn't this easier? The biggest mistake you can make is by trying to walk the easy path. It's by thinking first off that trading is easy money. That expectation that it's so easy for everyone, why isn't it easy for me? That's just like saying the person that has trained for 5 years and has run 100 marathons, it's so simple to run a marathon, why is it so hard for me? It's not easy. It's never easy. They've learned how to turn hard into easy by experience, by pushing through, by training, by learning, and by doing. Trading is no different. My friends, be grateful for the opportunity that you have to learn, and be grateful that you're learning it with the size and money and account that you're learning with right now. If I were to give you $100 million to trade with, that money would be gone in 6 months. How do I know that? Because your $5,000 that you're trading with right now is gone in 5 months. You're going to make the same mistakes with that $500 million that you're making with $5,000 right now. I would much rather have a $1,000 mistake than a $400,000 mistake. Because no matter what, you're going to make that mistake because you need to learn that lesson. You haven't learned it yet. And when you have finally built that foundation and you are making money with a $5,000 account consistently, now the doors will open. God will bless you with the money that you need. Profits will roll, and the doors are going to open for the success that you've always dreamed of. Be grateful you're making the mistakes with the size that you're making now. Even if you've lost $50,000, $100,000. People have spent more than that on college, and they're going to work their entire life to get it back. At least you've invested that into knowledge if you've allowed yourself to learn from it and not just tried to make it back and to find it and try to undo that. Don't undo the past. Learn from the past. It happened for a reason. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. I know you want to be over here at the end, but you don't deserve the end yet. And at some point, you will learn those things and you will look back and you will see the purpose behind all of it. God has a plan. It's up to you to trust it. It's up to you when you're in that fork in the road to trust that if I was ready for it, I would have it right now. My friends, the key to success in trading is to realize this. Trading is simply a mirror showing you back your own reflections. Once you recognize that, and once you start fixing those errors and weaknesses, your results will come. When I was struggling, I was like, let me just learn a new strategy. Let me just learn this new thing. And I knew deep down inside what I needed to do was stop burying all these weaknesses and let them come out and actually fix them. And guess what? It takes time to fix. And that's okay because it's worth it. I knew that I needed to be a more patient person. The markets were punishing me for not being patient. And at first I would feel like, oh, it's so unfair. I should just be making money. Why am I not? And I would double down and double down and double down. When in reality, the markets were simply showing me, Tony, this right here, if you would open your eyes and start learning instead of wanting the end, start learning, this is what you need to work on. What if I stopped learning a new strategy? And what if I just actually worked on being a patient person? And by the way, this was like 1 out of the 100 things that I had to work on. And by the way, I'm still working on things right now because it doesn't end. That's the beauty of the markets. You are always faced with the higher version of yourself and striving to become that higher version. And if you can walk that journey, you will make money. You don't have to be that person at the end before you can make money. As you start walking on that journey, you will find that you start making money. At least that's been my experience. My friends, trading is the hardest thing that you could ever do, but it is the one thing that will unlock the greatest joy and fulfillment in your life. And it's not just the money. It's you elevating yourself to a place where you can actually feel more joy. I learned because of trading that I can choose to be happy by simply choosing instead of waiting for external things to come. Why? Because I spent years waiting for the happiness to come and waiting for the results when the markets were simply saying, Tony, you can be happy right now. You can smile and be grateful right now. Your brain is focused on the loss of money, when in reality, you need to sit and turn around and figure out, what have you gained through this? There's always a transaction, always, if you allow yourself to see it. Everything has happened for your good. And if you would just take the weekend or the day or whatever to sit down and start writing everything out, write out the most painful moments you've had in trading so far. And in the second column, write down all the great things that have come because you've gone through that. You have learned what not to do. You've learned what to do. You have realized that you struggle with this, and without going through that, you would have never understood that. Once you can turn it into a positive, you will stop trying to undo the past and fix the past, and you'll start actually walking towards your future. Because until you start walking forward, you will never get to your dreams. If you let the pain and the hurt keep you in the past, and you spend every waking moment just trying to make back the money that you've lost, you are never going to actually get to your goals. Start moving forward and learning from it. And guess what? Naturally, the money will come. I've learned and experienced in my life that I always end up making up about 10 times whatever it cost me to learn that lesson. The markets will give you 10x returns if you allow yourself to learn from it, but if you apply it. If you learn this lesson, but you fail to actually implement it into your trading and you keep making the same mistake over and over again, you're never going to go forward. Learn. Trading is going to test you beyond your measure, but you will look back one day and you will be so extremely grateful for the wealth, for the freedom, and for the best person that trading has turned you into. Because really, that's the reward in trading. And the most successful people in this world are the ones that have discovered that. Stop expecting it to be easy and learn how to turn the hard into the easy. Change your mindset. Close the door to quitting and say, you know what? No matter what, I will keep going, because that's the only thing that's going to matter in this journey of trading, is your ability to keep going. As soon as I decided to go, you know what? Everything is happening for my good. Everything turned around. I heard this story once about this kid who's playing baseball, and he threw the ball up and he swung and he missed. And he threw the ball up and he swung and he missed. And he threw the ball up and he swung at it and he missed again. And instead of being like, I suck at baseball, he said, I didn't know I was such a good pitcher. That's the mindset that you have to have in trading. It doesn't matter how much money you've lost. It's your tuition to become a better version of yourself, to grow, learn, and when you implement all these knowledge that you've gained through your mistakes and through the hard times, you will make back all that money, but you'll be able to keep all the knowledge from it. So yes, you'll make back your money, but you get even more than money. You get knowledge. And that knowledge that you have going forward is only going to make you even more money in the future. Friends, if you are not having the results that you are after, it's because you are not ready for them yet. Learn the lesson that God is trying to teach you right now. What is it? Stop fighting it and start learning from it. You will know that you've learned it when you're grateful for it. When you can look back on that experience and no longer have pain, but to have gratitude, you know you learned your lesson from that experience. Then take that lesson, implement it into your future trading, and you will get 10x returns of whatever you've lost. It's going to happen. It's all going to work for your good. Keep walking, because you don't receive a witness until after the trial of your faith. Faith has to be tried before the results come. It's not a simple fact of believing. It's action. Every single day you wake up and you have a decision to go, do I choose doubt or do I choose hope? Faith is an action. It's every day choosing the path of things are working out for my best good. And everything that I'm going through right now is for my best good. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Stop trying to make money right now and try to learn. Reduce your size, be okay with mistakes, stop identifying yourself from them, and start learning from them. And if you can do that, you will start moving forward on this journey. And before you know it, you'll be making consistent money in trading. And you will look back and go, it was all worth it. The only difference between me and everyone else is that I didn't quit when everyone else did. When I had lost everything and there was no hope in sight, I chose hope instead of despair. Wake up and make that decision every single day, and you will have the outcome that you're after.